The Pac-12 lives. Therefore, Pac-12 Pate could be back. Ross Dellinger last night, I've already taken my contacts out. I just peek at my phone, and he never sleeps. And there it is, Yahoo Sports, breaking news. Pac-12 set to add 4 Mountain West teams, and they're getting the band back together. Well, the band name will be the same. It's just a bunch of new members. Sort of like what Journey looks like these days. Oregon State, Washington State, they're still there. They are adding Boise. They're adding Colorado State. They're adding San Diego State. They're adding Fresno. Those are the 4 best programs in the Mountain West right now. So it is happening. Here is my first reaction. Who else? And shortly thereafter, that was like part B of the breaking news is, yes, this is it for now. But as you can clearly see, that's 6 teams. NCAA guidelines mandate you have a minimum of 8 to be considered a conference. Otherwise, it's just a collection of random logos. So you got to have at least 2 more. So then the follow-up is, so who else are they going to add? Ooh, conference realignment. Notice we can never do this in spring or summer. It's got to fall smack dab in the middle of the season. And that's why it's buried in the show tonight, because I'm not leading the show with conference realignment when we have games to talk about. Stanford and Cal make obvious sense here, but they don't. It's probably not going to be Stanford and Cal because they're already locked into the ACC through 2036, unless the ACC starts imploding in on itself like a dying star or a dying conference, in which case maybe they'll be freed up. I wouldn't expect that to happen. So then we start asking, well, I would start asking, what about UNLV? Doesn't that make obvious sense? And then Ross Dellinger says, not so fast. And he went on in that article that's still up on Yahoo Sports to talk about how this is sort of a political thing. There is all kinds of political red tape in the way that makes it tougher than the Pac-12 just saying, UNLV, you're coming with us, because you probably got to take Nevada along with them. And all due respect to our friends in Reno, it seems like UNLV is the far more coveted commodity out there. This is from the piece. Quote, many around college athletics expressed surprise that UNLV was not included in the Pac-12's initial phase of expansion. Located in a major city with a football program on the way up, the potential is there. But, or however, politics are at play. According to those with knowledge of the discussions separating the two, the University of Nevada and UNLV is a hurdle. It doesn't mean it can't be done. Perhaps at a later date they could eventually move together to the Pac-12, or the hurdle is crossed and UNLV moves alone. Whomst amongst us knows. So these games are going to have value. I think most casual fans, not fans that are casuals, but casual fans look at this and say, well, how does this affect me? I mean, who cares? Well, if you're a college football fan, I guess you care. If you're a fan of Clemson and you don't care about anyone else, hold on a second, I'll be done with the segment. But I will tell you this. I think it does have a little more hidden value than you realize, only because the landscape of sports media is rapidly evolving. A couple of things are in play here. You've got networks getting in on the game. TNT, for example, is getting in on college football. They're going to have a couple of playoff games this year. Now, they're licensing those from ESPN, but they have made it clear we want to get in the college football game. Well, the way you do that is you got to have inventory. And, the Pac-12, while it may seem like this is irrelevant and this is not a power conference and what's it going to mean for the playoff? Yeah, that is year in and year out. That's how we think. But in terms of inventory, the Pac-12 is going to have things that you can put on their shelf. And then also think about the fact that ESPN's looking to launch a direct-to-consumer platform very, very soon. They're in the process of doing it. And what you need there is you need eyeballs coast to coast. And what you could have here is a property or assets from that overall property, meaning games that you can put on your shelf that require eyeballs to download or subscribe to whatever surface it is you're offering them on. I mean, you guys know good and well, you try and watch a Notre Dame game, you may have to go download Peacock if you haven't already gotten it. You want to watch the NFL right now, you got to be on like 17 different platforms. I'm so glad we got away from cable and simplified everything. Man, look at us figuring it out. So, hey, the Pac-12 is back, even if in name only for now.